2K news is dropped. My team 2K26 reveal has finally came along. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and do a live run through of everything of what happened in my team, of what news is being dropped, and give y'all my personal opinion in regards to what I feel about NBA 2K26 My Team. So make sure you guys like, and if you are new, hit that subscribe button. For those that are returning, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you guys still tuning into the videos. Hit that like button as well. Let's not waste no time. Let's get directly into it.
What's going on, everyone? Paige Becker's here with Jonathan Smith, principal producer of NBA 2K, to share some very important My Team news. For the first time ever, WNBA player cards will be added in 2K26. Play with NBA and WNBA superstars and bring your favorite players from both leagues together like never before. 2K26 also has new Game Changer cards, a new breakout board, and more. Let's get started.
It's official, the WNBA is coming to My Team. This monumental milestone means you can assemble basketball's biggest stars. Imagine running a pick and roll with Angel Reese and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or torching the defense dropping 4-pointers with Stephen Curry and Caitlin Clark as your backcourt tandem. Attributes and badges function identically for all WNBA and NBA player cards, ensuring a balanced and consistent gameplay experience regardless of who you're controlling. In My Team this year, you start by choosing between two 5-card lineups to play as, each with a mix of current and historic NBA and WNBA players. Test these cards in a quick 3-minute game, and afterwards you'll receive 2 free agent option packs. One with diamond rated current players that can be used for 25 games, and the other with pink diamond rated legend players that can be used for 15 games. WNBA player cards entering the My Team landscape will open the realm of possibility in domination and throughout the entire mode. But they're not the only difference maker being introduced in 2K26. This year welcomes all new Game Changer cards, a brand new type of card that's different from anything you've ever encountered before in My Team. Game Changer cards are consumable cards that grant a special power. These special power-ups include activating a rep or My Team point multiplier for your next game, recovering a win streak in showdown after a loss, reducing the difficulty or target score differential in domination, automatically evolving an evolution card, and dozens more. Approach the game with a mindset to break the mold and play your way whenever you want. The iconic courts of NBA 2K15 Sunset Beach are returning in 2K26, but with a remixed look and feel. When the sun sets on this gorgeous venue, Triple Threat Park will come alive with neon lights that accent the tropical environment. Triple Threat Park boasts 4 head-to-head 3v3 courts, including a new one on the newly opened boardwalk near the beach. At the center of the park, there are 3 3v3 courts for 6-player co-op games. And by the My Team store and showcase spot, you'll find 2 all-new 2v2 half courts in the middle of the street with chain nets. These are co-op style games where each person controls 1 player card. Grab your duo and lock in for winners out games where every possession matters. In 2K26, win streak rewards and seasonal wins return, but there will also be incentives for ending a team's winning streak with Streak Buster rewards. When you break an opponent's streak, you'll earn rewards from a group of tiers. Ending winning streaks of increasing length will net even more impressive rewards.
See how many wins you can string together, or play the role of Streak Buster and spoil their run in 2K26.
The NBA 2K community was vocal about wanting us to bring back All-Star Team Up, and in 2K26, we're making it happen. In All-Star Team Up, you can compete in 10-player, 5v5 co-op games with your friends or random players. These fast-paced games feature 6-minute halves and can be accessed from a portal in Triple Threat Park or from the My Team menu. All-Star Team Up requires that you and 4 teammates each prioritize your 5 favorite NBA or WNBA player cards. And if you stick together and get 5 wins in a session, you're all earning a bonus reward together on top of your season ladder progress.
This is dope. Kinda reminds me of WNBA All-Star Weekend. I can't wait to check this out.
Inspired by community feedback, King of the Court presented by AT&T ups the ante with a whopping $10,000 cash prize on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Each King of the Court event will take place during a full weekend window, extending beyond the previous limited 4-hour time slot on Saturdays. Your 4 best games will count towards your leaderboard score, with 4 tiers of rewards each event. Compete for a massive payday and 1 million VC in the process, with more great rewards for everyone dropping in each weekend.
Imagine what you could do with $10,000. Compete against the best and win a bag.
Another new game mode in NBA 2K26 is Breakout Gauntlet, where you put your entire collection to the test by completing games of increasing difficulty. Gauntlet features a new, straight-line game board, but there's a twist. As you progress from rookie difficulty to more challenging difficulties, you'll only be able to use each of your player cards once per run. Each game has objectives that can be completed to return eligibility for a random card you've already used during this run. The longer you continue a run, the better the rewards will be, with a regularly updated final reward at the end of the path. How far can you make it with your collection?
Any spoilers for what that final reward is?
It updates all year, you'll have to wait and see. Salary cap mode returns in NBA 2K26, now with the option to play in single-player games. The AI opponents you'll face here are real lineups created by other community members under the same salary cap restrictions. Both single-player salary cap and multiplayer salary cap online feature the same rewards track, but multiplayer games grant double round points for faster progression. Bridge the gap between single-player and multiplayer competition to keep things fresh and exciting in 2K26. Gen 9 players can bask in all their achievements in the new MyTEAM Arena. The MyTEAM Arena proudly displays banners, trophies, and murals from your success on the court. This includes reaching level 40 in a season, getting promoted to Tier 1 in Showdown, collecting all the player card gems, and more. The MyTEAM Arena is the default home for every MyTEAM this year.
This is fire. It's like my own personal trophy room.
An experienced coaching staff can be the difference in building a championship culture. In 2K26, you can build out your staff with up to 5 coaches. As you build rep in MyTEAM, you'll earn more coach slots and coach points to spend on unlocking badge training challenges. Completing these training challenges will directly add the selected badge to your chosen player card. No badge cards required. Investing in your coaching staff with higher gem coaches will allow you to access more of the coach skill tree, spend coach points, and unlock more powerful badge training challenges to apply to your players and increase their value. New in 2K26, when you win a game in Showdown, Salary Cap Online, or King of the Court, you will earn a victory card that not only has the rep gem tier of the opponent you beat, but also their team logo, game date, final score, game mode, and whether or not the opponent rage quit. Conquer opponents with high rep levels, collect their victory cards, and exchange them for powerful rewards. There are also upgrades to the exchange in general, including new overall based exchanges and exchange group rewards. Based on community feedback, we've also added the ability to access cards in your My Auctions menu, where more cards can be stored before swapping for rewards. As we reach the end of this courtside report, let's close it out with some updates to MyTEAM rep. This year, many of the rep tiers now have...
All right, I'm not gonna get too much into the rep part. Pretty much is the basics are the same. A lot for what I'm seeing right here is the same as far as in 2K25. The rep system, they do have something different here with that rep system is having different levels. It's not just going to each tier, it's going through a bunch of tiers with different levels. Always a dark matter. Who's touching dark matter? Carmelo Anthony. More than likely it's going to be a few, maybe a couple, maybe a lot. I'm not touching dark matter. I'm not gonna unless the rep system is giving out that much of a percentage where it's gonna move the bar and I can get there. But I'm not playing Look, I've seen people play domination over and over and over and over again non-stop for 8 to 12 hours a day just to get to dark matter tier early. And by the time you get to that dark matter tier, gold cards are already going to be out. That's what it seemed like. So I don't think in my aspect of doing that is worth it. But you know, that hoodie Melo do look tough. You know what I'm saying? He do look tough. But other than that, just by watching the trailer, what do you guys think in the comment section before I go ahead and start giving my opinions of what I think about things? Let me know what stood out to you. Let me know what did stand out to you that you didn't like. However, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna run it back from the beginning, just pretty much skim through this and talk about it. So this stuff right here, when he was saying about these exchangeable cards for rep boost and stuff of that nature, we're coming across like a showdown I never lose, multiplayer multiplier salary cap, looks like MT, so it looks like you get more MT. Domination cheater, I don't know what that means, but you know, the game changer cards is what they call them. I'm not at that point. I feel like 2K is just adding stuff to the game with that, like that piece. Hopefully the gameplay speaks out louder than what they're just adding, in my opinion. But there go the evolve cards, WNBA player cards. Now this is a big one that it was about time that they did this, because they were dropping WNBA player coaches for us to use in 2K25. With being able to play with the WNBA players in the game, I feel like it's going to be forced upon us to play with the WNBA players. Now, will I say that they're going to be used to be able to compete? I don't know. However, I'm pretty sure there are going to be challenges. They're going to be domination games. We're going to be forced to play with the cards at the end of the day. Now, will I say that they will be on a competitive level to stand out? In my opinion, I don't think so. And the reason why I say that is because if the player build is close similar to what the male player build is, then maybe they can compete. But 9 times out of 10, like in the beginning, I want to say that they showed a side by side of Wemby right here. They showed a side by side of Wemby and Skylar Diggins. Wemby is 7'4", Skylar Diggins is 5'9". Now, you mean to tell me, right, what is the average height of a woman WNBA player versus a male NBA player? At the end of the day, the WNBA players still have skill. However, coming to the advantages of looking at everything, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to boost up the WNBA players, which I can see that. But the height won't be there. You mean to tell me if you throw a LeBron, you throw a Wemby, you throw a Jokic, you throw a Giannis, all on one court together, you give me your file for the WNBA players, you let me know at the end of the day, will you win? Now, I'm not saying that I can't compete with them. I mean, if you're good at the game, you're good at the game. You know what I'm saying? They can get buckets for you. You know, you're good at the game. But going down further lines, will they be able to compete at a high level for King of the Court? I'm not, to be honest, I don't think we'll be seeing a lot of WNBA cards being used. Maybe just for videos, sure. Troll purposes could be, but it'll be a fun experience being able to use these cards while still playing my team. But in a competitive high level, I wouldn't see a lot of these cards being used like that, unless it's like a tournament made to where you have to. Note that right there, where you have to versus not wanting to. That's a different story. Starting out the gate, you get to select either side. I did see that. So you get to select, I'm assuming, east, west, and you know, once you complete it, you get to get 2 of these cards and 1 of the historic player cards. So 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you, everybody's gonna go east. To be honest with you, if you're not going east, I don't know what's wrong with you. Everybody's gonna go east, because them free agent cards is gonna be important starting the beginning of the year 2K MyTEAM, because everybody's gonna grab Wemby, and everybody's gonna try to grab. I mean, if anything within this section, you're gonna grab Wemby, and I'm gonna say, let me see, 1, 2, 3. So how it looks is 2 male players on the east, it's 3 male players on the west. So with that being said, you're gonna grab Wemby for sure, and you're gonna grab Larry Bird. Larry Bird is a historic player that you're gonna grab, but you get to grab 2 current players. So it looks like more than likely you'll be grabbing Wemby and maybe Skylar Diggins. But if you go west, more than likely you're gonna grab Luka, and then you're gonna grab Luka, and I'm gonna say that's about it now. I think they did show it in the next scene after this one. See, this is the starter 5. They say you get out the pack. Out that pack, if you go west. This is if you go west. It says card ratings are not final, but if you go west, you'll be able to choose 1 card from this, which that card will be Wilt. I'm gonna say that. Now, kicking into gear on what's next. New game changer card. We just talked about that. So pretty much domination is a rep multiplier, get 1.5 rep multiplier. I want to know with the, so I will assume the evolve is to evo a player. The domination winning, I'm curious of what that is. I never lose, I'm curious of what that is. I wonder if I never lose is if you go on a winning streak or something like that. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting seeing how that works. Still the same showdown tier system. I did notice out the gate some of these cards can play the double position instead of just being singled out to one position, so that's a good thing. Triple threat park. Now they obviously tweak triple threat park to some degrees so we can play at night compared to the morning. But the biggest thing when it comes down to this is that stood out is the 2v2 courts. What do you guys feel about the 2v2 courts coming to my team? I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like 2K is trying to push park to my team when my player is considered park. Yeah, that's where you go for that. But the 2v2, I mean, I guess it's gonna give out some 2v2 battles. It'd have been cool if y'all added 2v2, y'all might as well go ahead and add MT wagers, you know, like they do for my player in the park, where you get to go, I forgot what is it called, where you get to use VC to bet against each other to win. I can't think of that name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Do that with MT if y'all gonna bring 2v2 courts down to play, but not too fond of it. Now they do have this streak buster where if you beat somebody that's on a winning streak, you can get a crazy better prize, which is pretty interesting with that. Like I said, I feel like they're pushing that park narrative because they're saying streak buster. If you beat somebody on a winning streak, you get a better prize. Like at the end of the day, people are going to be looking for that. Oh, you're in a big streak, let me go try to win, so I know that I have to play you. That way I could try to, you know, get a special prize from it. So here goes a lineup right here. They got Lisa Leslie. I guess this is the all-star team up. So pretty much where everybody's gonna play with a solo player. Lisa Leslie, Luca, Skylar Diggins, Dalton Connect, and Donna Evans. Let me know in the comment section below what will be your starting five. Who will you be going for first when it comes to my team? I mean, I don't know the themes that they're gonna drop for packs that maybe that Friday when a game drops, but if they don't drop packs, who will you be going for to build your team and start off your team with? Let's see. Now this is a big, huge one right here. King of the Court. Now, King of the Court, I was looking at the fine print. If you guys can read the fine print, it says open a legal residence of 50 US and DC, excluding MD and CO. So I believe that's what, Maryland, Colorado. It says Australia, Canada, Quebec, Denmark, Metropolitan, France, Germany, Great Britain, Greece, Greater China, Indonesia, Israel, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, Norway, Philippines, and a lot other countries, South Korea. So this is saying that the players within the United States can compete. How true is this though? I am curious, how true is this? How is it gonna work with the 10,000 and paying out to players that do win that is not in these particular states? Let's say hypothetically, because they are combining PlayStation and they're combining Xbox together as one leaderboard. How will this work? Where, you know, will it kick them out the system because the PS5 is gonna pick up the IP? Like, will 2K have an IP tracker where it's gonna pick up and be like, okay, you cannot play in King of the Court, or you cannot participate in King of the Court? Like, is it gonna kick them out? Because that's gonna interfere with the leaderboards if they're able to still play in the leaderboards, but they can't win the money. So I'm curious in regards to how that would work. This is why I say that it should be a better system. I'll make another video separate to talk deeper about King of the Court though. I'm just kind of skimming through everything, what I'm looking at right now. Let's see. Breakout Gauntlet. Gauntlet is Gauntlet. Breakout Gauntlet where you go to a straight narrow path to the end. Pretty interesting, but that's pretty much a solo mode. It's a lot of solo modes coming in here. They added single player salary cap, another solo mode with a chance of multiplayer. Which gives you a double time to go into that salary cap. My Team Arena, pretty much. What do you guys think about this My Team Arena? I feel like it's just another addition of adding stuff to my team. We don't need it. I don't need to know who had bought level 40. I don't need to know who had made it to A tier. It's a cool feature, but I just don't need to know. I'm not gonna lie though, this arena with my customization court is gonna be tough. That's all I'm gonna say. I will say that. But at the end of the day, it's not really needed for all of that. Coach development, I feel like this is not a needed thing either. Having 5 different coaches and you do certain things within the coach to boost up to that badge. Is that so? With that badge, is that badge going to unlock for the whole team or what? I'm curious. Like, what is it improves? It's because it says improves a player's ability to fight. Like, how does this work? Like, I'm curious in regards to this. So it looks they have what, 5 different levels of this as well. Yeah, I'm very curious of this coaching system. It's going to be very interesting with that, but we just need one coach. We don't need that many coaches, man. I get it's a whole staff of coaches, but it's not a necessity need. Now, this is one that is very interesting. It's funny. This is funny, actually. So when you beat somebody in online mode, pretty much, you'll get a card like this. It's going to tell you the score. It's going to tell you if they quit, rage quit or not. And obviously, it's going to tell you if you won or lost, right? So, well, I'm assuming you'll get one if you win, but I'm not sure if you'll get one if you lost and it's going to say you lost. But just know that for those that's out here beating people and they be like, man, you ain't beat me. Hey, I whooped your ass on this date. I stamped it. You know, that's gonna be those type of things. But it say you can exchange these cards for, I guess, rewards as well, that will be interesting to see as well. Without further ado, I mean, that's pretty much it for when it comes down to what my team has showed. Is pretty much kind of similar to what they got going on so far from 2K25. Like I said, it's mostly the gameplay is what's gonna be intriguing to see. But you know, this is your boy RJ, another video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about my team. I know a lot of people saying L's, but my thing is $10,000 for King of the Court every week, all the way up to August 2nd, 2026. New video is gonna drop on that. Yep.